Today on Christian Manhood, we're going to use one of the most manly tools of all time, the angle grinder. Don't miss it. Okay, so the angle grinder is like one of the most powerful tools that you could ever buy. This thing is like really no joke. And the first rule of using the angle grinder is don't use it on your teeth because it's really bad. You don't want to be toothless. And this tool is basically used to grind down or to cut serious metal. Now what we have here is some weirdo posted this piece of metal into the ground and like they poured concrete over it, and we're going to have to get that up. So we're going to use the angle grinder to cut these two pieces off and get this thing out of here. Now when it comes to angle grinders, there are two kind of blades. There's a cutting blade, which is more of a thin kind of blade, and then you have just your grinder blade, which grinder means you're just going to saw some rough edges off a metal or smooth something out. But you can see there are two different widths, and of course the smaller one is used for cutting, which is what we're going to use on the bottom of this thing. But I will show you guys what you need to do with these. Now when you're using this tool on metal, sparks are going to go everywhere, so you need to be very protective of yourself and try not to let sparks go on you or on something that could be flammable or anything like that. Like if there were a pile of paper sitting right there, you wouldn't want sparks flying off onto that pile of papers and burning the whole building down. That's really not cool, man. And also you want to have eye protection on and gloves on at the same time, because this is a serious tool and you do not want to get hurt messing around with this thing. This is not a toy. This is a real tool. Now when it comes to this particular model, the DeWalt model of angle grinder, basically you have a handle that you can screw off right here. And I just recommend you leave that in, but it just basically screws in, gives you, as you hang on to it this way, you can actually hang on to it this way as well, and kind of gives you two different angles. I do not recommend using this thing like this, because this thing could kick at it, it could hit something, kick, and this is actually, this thing's probably 12 pounds, and it's no joke. So you want to have as many angles of grip on this thing as you can, and so therefore I've got it like that. Another thing here, there's a small trigger. You see this silver plate? That kind of deflects where your sparks will go. And so what I can do, there's a trigger right there that I can use, and I can actually turn that. So if I'm doing something here and sparks are flying, out of here and I don't want it to go that way, I can adjust this so that sparks go a different way out of there. And it's a useful tool to have. So that kind of deflects a lot of sparks away from you, and you can control that with this trigger right here. And so that is a useful tool to have. I normally just point it towards me so that nothing flies back on me here. Now, there's another trigger here, which is this one at the very top. And basically, your blade spins. That will lock it. And it is locked. What you do is you take an Allen wrench and you'll twist this off, and you can change blades that way. Now, to change the blade on this tool, you're going to need what's called an Allen wrench. Now, this is an Allen wrench. These things often come in these little packs like so, and these are available everywhere. I mean, everybody's got these. These are cheap little things. But what you want to do is you want to take the appropriate size Allen wrench and stick it in one of these holes right here. And using this trigger on this side that locks the blade in place so it's not moving, you want to take that Allen wrench and you want to stick it in one of these holes, and you want to twist that so that it loosens up. Let's see if I can get it real fast. And there we go. See that hole is coming off right there. And basically what will happen is this piece will just come right off like so. Set that to the side. Do not lose this. Set that to the side, take this off, and you can put a different blade on there. Put it back on there. Get it started by hand. And then use your Allen wrench, lock it, lock the blade here, get it started there, and then you'll twist it. Yeah, so it's tight, good and snug. Hand test it, make sure nothing's coming apart there. And you're good to go. Time to cut something. Now here's a little secret I'm going to show you about these things and just in cords in general. Take your extension cord, and I don't want it plugged right here while I'm working here. It's just not long enough. You want an extension cord. What you want to do is cross them and then throw one under, and then actually you want to just kind of tie a little knot with these two. That way if somebody pulls it, it won't come unplugged. And that's going to be very useful. Just a little life hack for you as you do some work. Now the next thing you want to do is we're going to cut right here, and you want to prep the area that you're working. So if somebody leaves a bunch of dead deer legs here, you know, I don't know why people do that, but they just leave dead deer legs around here in Kentucky. You want to throw those away so that you can have a clean area so that you can get to work on. Okay, we've got our cutting blade. Our area is clear. We don't have anything flammable or anything that's going to get hurt in the way. And we want to have, of course, our glasses on. We want to put our gloves on because, you know, we don't want shards of metal hitting us or anything like that. Make sure you got everything set, double check. Make sure your blade is set on there and we're pretty tight. Make sure none of your fingers get anywhere close to any of this stuff because that you're going to go to the hospital. Let's try it out, see what we can do. Yeah, you notice when I hit that, sparks were flying back at me. So I'm going to adjust this, move it there, and we're going to... That is serious metal. Now we got it started with the angle grinder. So let's just, this is a Sawzall, which is just a saw that does like that. Let's see what this can do. See if this can help us out just a little here. Wow, that's doing a lot better than the angle grinder did. Woo! We got stuck on something. Whoa, yeah. Oh, man. Man, oh man, that's getting nasty. Here, how we're looking. I think we're almost through. So I think what's going on is that the weight of this metal is pushing down on that and it's kind of stopping my blade. So let's cut the other side. We'll start with the angle grinder, see if we can finish with the Sawzall. That'd be good. Man, I mean, look how, see if the camera can see it. Look how thick that is. That's serious metal, man. That is serious business. Let's get the other one on it. Yeah, and I think I'm running out of battery here. Poor little fella's out of battery. Oh! Gotta change the battery every now and then. What I like to do is just pretend I'm in a video game like, oh, my magazine's empty. Oh! Ugh. Hello. There we go. Oh! Yeah! Oh, wow. Whoa. Oh boy. All right, so basically it's really heavy and I've cut about 90% the way through. What you do from here is carefully kick it like it owes you rent money. I said I'm gonna evict you. You better get out of my house. Oh, where's my rent? But you gotta be careful because this thing's heavy and could hurt you. Let's just cut off this last little bit here carefully, making sure this doesn't fall on us. There we go. Oh, here we go. We have accomplished. Look at that. It's cut. How manly is that? So amazing. Better not get behind on your rent no more. All right, so in this room, what we're gonna do, we're gonna pour a 2-inch slab over this whole floor, and this really won't be a big deal because the concrete will cover it up. But for the sake of the video, I'm gonna change this cutting blade off, and I'm gonna put a thicker grinding blade on there. Once again, I want to show you the difference in thickness between these two. I mean, one is serious thick grinding blade meant to just shear this off. The other is a cutting blade meant to cut through that. Our Allen wrench here, and lock the blade. Make sure it's not hot. This stuff gets wicked hot. It'll burn the fire out of you. Just be careful. And we're gonna take this off here. Get that going. Don't fall down that hole. Oh boy. And then put that back on there. Watch out around holes. That's another manly tip for you. Watch out around holes, you can lose your keys down stuff. Because I know people that has happened to. Not a good thing. Put that on there, hand tighten it, and lock the blade, of course. And then try to tighten it up with the wrench. There we go. Come on. There we go. Another good tool is if something doesn't work, just hit it until it starts working. Don't do that. That's not good. So make sure it's locked on there. Pull everything out of the way. Okay, so we're gonna just try to shear this down just a little bit. See if we can, it's kind of poking up. We're gonna try to see if we can just shave a lot of that top off there. And that's what this is for. Now, of course, remember, always have safety equipment on, gloves, and goggles, because pieces of metal will fly out and will hit you in the eye, and you will lose your eyeballs. So not good. All right, so make sure everything's good, locked, there we go. And as you can see, we took a little bit off of it, but I mean, it's this stuff. This is some serious thick metal. Man, oh man, guys. I mean, that's thick stuff. We're gonna just pour concrete over it and just let it disappear, and that'll be fine. But I want to take the opportunity to show you how to use this beautiful bad boy, the angle grinder. Make sure you don't use it on your teeth. So that's it for this video, guys. Make sure if you use an angle grinder, use a lot of serious caution. Make sure you know what you're doing. And if you find dead deer feet in your garage, that's weird. Just, whoa, what were you people doing here? It's like Ted Bundy of deers lived in this place. What is up with you? Subscribe to Christian Manhood channel. And if you're gonna be a man of God, you gotta first be a man. That's really cool. Like this video if it was a blessing to you. You will enjoy it. And remember, you need to be useful if you're gonna be a man, because God has given you the opportunity to work. Use it, God's glory. And may God bless you. Have a good day. And don't forget to watch our other videos too. We got a lot of stuff we're gonna be putting up. A lot of stuff. Don't be lame. Watch the videos. They're really cool. They're amazing. Woo!